everybody. This is Marcus Speaks. This is your host, Marcus. How's everybody doing? And today's topic, I would have to say, would be what's been going on in the tabloid news with Nicole Murphy. Let me spend a little bit on what's happening with that. So, allegedly, or what we've been seeing, Nicole Murphy was seen in Italy with director Antione Fuqua kissing and noodling or fadoodling, sorry. And being seen with him, and he's a married man, or he has he's in a relationship, or maybe he's not, with actress Lela Rochon. Nothing has been said yet other than Nicole's apology to her family and to Lela herself, basically saying she's sorry, and she was just giving a kiss to a friend of the family, and all this other craziness that's been said on the internet and on TMZ and other places. If I could take a quick look at Nicole Murphy. Nicole Murphy, basically, she's a single 51, 52-year-old woman. She has 4 kids with comedian, actor, screenwriter, director Eddie Murphy. They was together for practically, I think, like 15 years or so. So, she was on the market after they divorced. In 2006, I think, is when their divorce was finalized, and she started dating football player Michael Strahan. They dated for a while. They were engaged to be married, but they called it off because of differences in schedules. So, at the time, I think Michael Strahan had just retired from football. I think he has, at the time, he was celebrating having, 2 rings from the New York Giants, I think. And, he had relationships during his time at in New York, and he met up with Nicole. They hit it off, and then they basically was engaged, and then they called it off because of difference in schedule. So after that, she's been single since then. So I'm like 2013. So about 6 years she's been single or whatever. So now we see her with Mr. Antoine, or Anton, or however you say his name. So, one thing I wanna point out in the Hollywood game: everybody dates everybody, everybody sleeps with everybody. And I made myself a little chart from what I know off the top of my head. It's not something that I think about all the time, but it's something that I've been, I know and that I've recognized. So if we start with Nicole, well, before I get into that, actress Lisa Ray spoke up and said that to on Twitter or Instagram saying, oh, so Nicole is messing with Lela's husband too, basically saying that Nicole tried to mess with her ex-husband, the king or the premier of Turks and Caicos. That was back in like 2004, 2005 or something like that. When they were married or whatever, which it didn't last long. I think it only lasts like 6 months to a year. So, so the chart I made. So with Nicole Murphy, it goes from Eddie Murphy. Nicole Murphy's maiden name is Mitchell. So before she met Eddie, she was Nicole Mitchell. They got married, and Nicole Murphy. I feel like if she went back on her, got her name changed back to her maiden name, I don't think a lot of this would be coming out, because she has the fame name attached to her, which is Murphy, which attaches her to Eddie Murphy. So Nicole and Eddie were together for about 15, 16 years. They had 4 kids together and whatnot. So they get divorced. Eddie marries Paige Butcher, which is his current wife now. The white girl that he has I think the baby boy by. If it's not a baby girl, but I think it's a baby boy. So within the circle, Eddie, when they before he got married to Paige, Eddie was married to Tracy Edmonds, which is Babyface Edmonds' ex-wife. Which Tracy and Babyface was together, I think, for the same amount of time, about 15 years, and they divorced. Tracy is now with Deion Sanders. I forgot who Babyface married, but I think it's a white girl that he's with or whatever. So from Nicole, you got Michael Strahan. Michael Strahan has like 2 other marriages before him meeting Nicole, and then I think he's married right now too. So Nicole is friends of the family to Lela Rochon, which I'm pretty sure she met Lela Rochon before knowing Antoine. Lela Rochon was married to, I think, the actor that played Boogaloo Shrimp in Breaking. I think they was together for like at least a good 10, 15 years also. So they divorced. Lela Rochon marries Antione Fuqua, which Nicole Murphy is attached to now. So it's a lot of sharing of women and dating, people of the same status or whatever. So in the case of Anton, a lot of social media has been coming at him, coming at Nicole or whatever, but mainly at Anton because he's supposedly married to Lela Rochon. And to start this podcast off, I know I took about 10 minutes to fucking get into this shit, but to get into it, I want to say the title of this, and I know y'all see the title, but I want to say the title. Do rich men with disposable income have disposable women? And my first question is with this topic is personality as important than money, or does one outweigh the other? Like, this is a question mainly for women. because with men, I feel like we compete with each other through mentality. I feel like we compete with each other with mentality is because, like it's basically sizing each other up. Like you know what I mean? It's like two rattlesnakes, you know, going at it. Like who's gonna strike first, basically. So the mentality of like not physical violence, but like the mentality of like is your mental game just as sharp as mine, basically. So on the flip side, women basically they compete with each other through their physical. So, you know, mainly America's standard of beauty was being, you know, skinny, fit, you know, the skinny thing. But now I feel like it's changed. It is more so, it has an add-on more like, you know, be thin but have like thick thighs, big butt, big breast, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so women compete on that type of level, on the physical level, because, you know, in the magazine, social media, you know, they see each other, you know, like that. Like, oh, she's pretty, she's nice and thin, and she, you know, has a nice butt, breast, so on and so forth. So, again, is personality as important than money, or does one outweigh the other? I feel like with men who have disposable income, to a guy that doesn't, I feel like that the guy with money is more boisterous. He's more, you know, compelled to bring attention to himself more. He's more so he has an ability to flash himself to be seen or whatever. So I feel like with the personality thing, you can't be an asshole, you know, towards women. So I would say that they run hand in hand. Like it's a 50-50 split between the two. Like if you have disposable income and you have a nice personality, you're basically a hot commodity to a female. Like she wants all that built in one, because if, you know, you have a nice personality, nice conversation game or whatever, and you have the disposable income to spend to have fun with her, then, you know, she's all for it. So, are women more attracted to men with lots of disposable income? And I would say, like I said, I just answered that. Are women more attracted to men with lots of disposable income? Yes, like women like to have fun. That's the reason why Cyndi Lauper made that song. Girls just want to have fun, which is true. Girls just want to have fun. But not only do they just want to have fun, they want to be in a relationship along with having that fun. Because, you know, you might meet some of them out here. You know, it is summertime, so, you know, we're hearing about the hot girl summer and the city girl summer, whatever. So, you know, the ladies want to have fun. So, are women in competition with other women for men with lots of money? I would say that's more so the whatever the mentality of the woman is. If she's into a man that has lots of money or not. If she cares about a man having lots of money, because we all know now, you know, women have their own careers now, and they have their own sensibilities of taking care of themselves to where they don't really care about another man and what he has and what he can do for her, because as long as a woman knows she can do for herself, everything else is extra. So was Nicole wrong for dating her friend's husband? So this is the thing, we don't know if they're dating. That's the thing. We just saw them in a picture with each other, or pictures with each other, kissing. That's all we seen. And from her apology saying, well, he's a family friend, and I was just, showing a kind gesture to a family friend. We don't know what the fuck the relationship is between them two. Let's say this, because I was reading that Lela Rochon has lupus, so maybe she had a flare up. Maybe she couldn't make it to Italy. Maybe she asked her friend to go in her place instead. We don't know this shit. It's all speculation to what TMZ and all the other Wendy Williams and is saying. Even me, I'm speculating. I don't know. The only way I want to get the answers of what I feel as though is true is from y'all, it's from the viewers. Like, that's all I want to understand. Let's talk about this shit to try to find a commonality to where this is what it is, until some other shit comes out to where it's the truth. On the flip side, in my cynical mind, it's been said that Anton had a lot of extramarital affairs within his past with Lela, and he has outside kids from the marriage, and maybe he's been recently cheating again, so maybe Lela and Nicole banded together and was like, girl, we need to get him, but I don't know how. I don't know how to get him. He's been doing this for years now. They've been married for about 20 years now. So if he's been doing this for 20 years, I'm pretty sure he don't really give a fuck about how he moves in these streets or whatever. So my speculation of it, but in a sense, my theory is that they came together. Lela and Nicole was like, let's get him. Let's show this motherfucker out. So they came up with the plan for Lela knew that he had an event to go to. You go in my place, Nicole, instead of me going. And I know you out here and you like to date wealthy dudes and all that. Make it seem like y'all are dating. Let me catch him up so I can file for divorce, because I'm tired of being second fiddle. Maybe that's the case. We don't know. Like I said, it's all speculation at this point. So maybe he also, like I said, really doesn't give a fuck about how he's moving in these streets. You know what I mean? So, that's, like I said, it's all up for speculation. Is Anton wrong for messing with his friend's wife? His wife's friend. I said that backwards. I'm sorry. Is Anton wrong for messing with his wife's friend? Me personally, and this is the thing I've been hearing since Lela has a little bit of weight on her. I've been saying this too, that maybe he's doing this because Lela has a little bit of weight on her. And we've seen those pictures too of how Lela looks, and from how she looked back when she was on the Wayans Brothers, and when she was in Waiting to Exhale, the movie. She was a dime. She was a dime piece. I used to remember being younger watching the Wayans brothers and always asking myself, well, the first season of the Wayans brothers, saying to myself, damn, who is this fine light skinned chick? The only thing I didn't like about her was her voice, but other than that, she's a dime. Or she was a dime. And we always hear men who cheat on their women or their wives when they gain a little weight, during the marriage or after, like a woman giving birth to their children and stuff like that. Like men looking off, checking to see if they still got it and shit like that. Like, in a way, it's male nature because, okay, I won't put it on male nature. I'll put it on this. Some people have types. And maybe Anton's type was when him and Lela first met. She's a nice thin girl, nice body on her. That's his type. Okay, so she can't control her health in a way of her finding out if she has a disease or whatever. That basically makes you flare up because it's basically water weight that you put on when you have lupus. It's not actual fat, it's water weight. But I'm not a doctor, so don't put that as fact. But so maybe he feels as though that his type is still a thin chick. And okay, we all seen in there's like two pictures of them standing up that Anton is fit. He got six pack. He got muscles and shit. And Nicole Murphy don't look bad herself for 51, or 51, 52. Like, she's nice and together. Like, her health is good. She's an model or whatever. So coming from that world, she probably feels as though that she has to keep that physique up to still look good, which I don't blame her. Like, she basically, in my eyes, is a fucking dime. Like, she's fine as fuck. And then I also was looking at some pictures of his daughters. Her daughters. Her and Eddie's daughters. I think the two oldest ones, they fine as fuck. And I remember one of them was in a commercial for like Soft and Beautiful or something like that, I think. And I thought she was fine when I saw her. I was like, damn, she cute. So yeah, so is Anton wrong for doing what he's doing? Me personally, if he has a type of what he wants and what he likes, no, he's not. And maybe his wife doesn't fit that bill no more. Who knows? It's all speculation, like I said, at this point. We don't know. So, let's say in his defense, name a man with disposable income that is in a relationship that hasn't cheated or had extramarital affairs while married. You can't think of any that probably hasn't. Let's look at in a celebrity standpoint. Let's name a lot of wealthy men that basically we know have cheated or probably has had extramarital affairs. Let's start with our president, Donald Trump. Let's also say Jay-Z. Beyonce and himself has talked about it in their recent albums. I think who else has cheated recently? Damn, I can't think of anybody else that's cheated recently. But men with disposable income, like, do they have disposable bitches? Yes, they do. Because there's no man out here that has money that's basically like fucking wealthy as hell, or just rich as fuck, that says to themselves, like, okay, wait a minute, let me back this up. There's no man out here with the personality of him always wanting to be the man in the center of attention. There's no man or celebrity out here that we see that doesn't do certain shit like that. Like, okay, so we'll take rappers. Cardi B's boyfriend, Offset, it's a whole thing with him fucking other bitches, having side chicks and shit like that. Who else? Can we say Diddy? Can we say P. Diddy? He cheated on his deceased wife. May she rest in peace, Kim Porter. He cheated on her. Cheated on Cassie. Who else was he with? He probably was cheating on Jennifer Lopez when they was together. Who knows? So this is all speculation at this point. But come on, think to yourself, y'all. Who do y'all know that has disposable income that, let's say homie makes 6 figures. Let's say he makes 6 figures. He has enough money to do whatever the fuck he wants. He can travel every weekend if he wants. He can build businesses. You know what I mean? He can do whatever the fuck he wants with his money. He has disposable income to do whatever the fuck he wants. Do you think that dude is thinking about having a wife or settling down with somebody? Fuck no, he's not. He's not, because if he, let's say he comes from a background where he ain't have shit, he's not gonna not stop trying to strive for shit that he ain't never had. Like, he's gonna keep going for it. And it's gonna be some women in his way during his time of trying to get the shit that he wants, that he's gonna look at as a disposable, something disposable. Okay, I'll have you now and then I'll let you go later. That's basically probably how he's gonna think. So, should we be upset that any man or woman that has disposable income be placed as a example to the public for any reason? No, we shouldn't, because at the end of the day, it's none of our business what other people do. It's just this this way of the world for the past, I'll say, 20 to 30 years, where we've been in other people's business that have status or something like that, where we're very intrigued and known what other people that have money and celebrities are doing. Like, we're very intrigued in their lives, and we live vicariously through them in certain aspects of you know, what they do, how they do it, and how we can do it and shit like that. So in a way, yes, we shouldn't be upset at anything like that, because at the end of the day, it's none of our fucking business. Like, why are we worried about what Antione and Nicole was doing, you know, or how Lela feels, or why Lisa Ray is jumping in this shit? Like what does her opinion have anything to do with what's going on? Because Nicole is allegedly messing with Layla's husband, like, but you know, you was with a prime minister or a king or whatever, and you was only married to homie for like a year or so, and you got mad because he was messing with several women. Like, stop. Like, stop. Is having lots of money a magnet for people to flock to you? I think so. Yes. If you have a lot of money, like you hear all the stories when people win the lottery. People come out of woodwork. Yeah, I'm your grandfather's cousin's brother, and all this other shit like that. So yeah, like when you have money or when you're wealthy or whatever, you're a proponent for people coming to you with their hand out. But not only with their hand out, some may just want to hang with you so they can attach themselves to you. Like, yeah, I hang with so and so. I'm down with so and so. I'm down with this clique or whatever. Like, you know, it happens or whatever. So I will say, yeah, people do flock with it. Flock to people like that. And excuse me, yeah. Do rich men have more women? Yeah, they do. It's like seeing the most interesting man in the world when the dude that does the bear commercial. You see all these women around him, so he has to be wealthy or whatever. He's the most interesting man in the world. So what woman won't flock to a man that's very interesting? So yes, and what suits her interests, if she's that type of girl, is that he has money, he's rich, he's wealthy, he has, you know, disposable income of some sort to where she can attach herself to him. Like, yeah, you know, I would like to see you more. I would like to hang out with you more. Do men with disposable income have more women than men that don't have disposable income? Yeah. Men who don't have the means to, you know, do things. And this is how we gotta look at shit. Cause we spend our time comparing ourselves to motherfuckers instead of trying to be ourselves. So, you know, let's take this to social media. Everybody's life on social media is the shit. Nobody's life is better than somebody's life on social media. Or somebody's life isn't as worse as somebody else's on social media. So, we see these things of people on vacation at the beach in Puerto Rico, in Jamaica, Turks and Caicos, Barbados, Italy, France, London, I don't know, Japan, Hawaii. Like, we see people, you know, that basically our friends on let me put Las Vegas in there too, in Los Angeles. We see people on social media, and you know, they're having big fun, and we seeing them, you know, live out their life, and we're sitting here with a 9-to-5 with no vacation days, and you know, we got kids and shit like that, and we can't take a decent vacation alone because we got responsibilities. You gotta look at shit like that. These motherfuckers that are in these motherfucking pictures, most of them have kids, and they have a strong support system to where whenever they want to take a vacation and get the fuck away, people, you know, their people allow them to. And then, you know, let's say we see a celebrity, they're in these places, you know, relaxing, having fun or whatever. It looks intriguing. It looks good. Like it makes us like aspire to do things like that. And men who have lots of money can do whatever the fuck they want. And men who don't have lots of money can't do whatever the fuck they want. So it's all within a grand scheme of where you fit on the food chain, basically. So if you ain't a person that went for theirs, ain't took chances, sacrificed shit, you basically make yourself, or you basically in other people's eyes are sort of like a martyr, like you didn't try in life to make your life any better. So yeah, I would say yes. Men who have disposable income do have more women than men who don't have disposable income. So I could be wrong, because there are bums out here who get lots of women pregnant, and he still somehow stays the man. So whatever. Do women want to know why this is the way it is? Let me read that over. Do women want to know why this is the way it? I don't understand that question, so I'm gonna move on. Are women upset at the fact that the celebrity relationship that they live vicariously from isn't the fairy tale relationship they heard of in the storybooks? Usually it's never the way that they envision it, because you get to see all the good, you never see the background shit. Let me point out a movie that I pulled this question from. The movie Girl Trip. You see, what's baby's name? She played in damn near everything. Scary Movie, the Girl Trip movie, that Marlon Wayans movie that was on Netflix. Basically the main character that the movie was basically about, that Queen Latifah and Regina Hall, that's her name, Regina Hall. So Regina Hall's character was basically portraying her relationship as a great relationship, when in turn the relationship wasn't all that great because her husband was cheating on her. So if we flip this to Lela Rochon's husband Anton, so they can show us in pictures how good their relationship looks, but behind closed doors it's probably not even the way that we figured. Such as Anton being seen kissing and fadoodling and cuddling with Nicole Murphy. So it's a lot of women on social media, on Black Twitter and all that, getting very upset at this shit, because I feel like, and I'm just gonna speak within the black standpoint, because I don't know how other races feel. I feel like black women want to see other black women succeed in their relationships, because not only is it a 50-50 split between people growing up in households with both parents and people growing up in households without both parents. Some people, when you grow up, you basically want to see your best friend succeed in a relationship. You want to see your family succeed in relationships, and you want to see, yourself succeed in relationships. So when news like this comes to the black community and we hear about it, we basically get upset, because it's like, damn, another one down, another man cheating or whatever. So I feel like, yeah, women feel like the fairy tale shit is kind of like off. So I think the question that I was on, that I probably veered off from, was, do women think it's okay that men with disposable income have disposable women? I think I touched on that, but do women think it's okay for men to have... hold on. Do women think it's okay that men with disposable income have disposable women? I don't think so. I don't think so, for the simple fact that it's a new age now. Women don't want to be toyed with anymore, as we saw with the Me Too movement. Women don't want to be toyed with anymore, for the simple fact that, you know, a man's gonna be a man, and a woman can't change that, even if she tried. So let's end that part there, and let's talk about why. So a man's gonna be a man no matter what. It's no changing it. So Anton felt within himself that it was okay to do whatever the fuck he wanted. So by you trying to control and change shit, you're basically making yourself look crazy, because the only thing you can control and change is yourself. So all women out there, and I've known a few, and it took one to come out her mouth and tell me, you can't change shit you can't control. And since then, like, I've looked at women differently. Like, it took one woman, and that wasn't my mother, to tell me you can't change something that you can't control. So why is it that we're seeing all these women on social media, and some guys too, basically downing Nicole Murphy for something that she probably wasn't even in control of? Yeah, she was in control of herself for doing what she did, but we're sitting here getting upset at both parties, but more so at Anton. But why are we even trying to sit here writing, basically keyboard gangstering something that we can't control? So I will say, yes, women are upset, but in a way, you gotta make sure your house is clean before you try to go over somebody else's and clean up. So, do y'all think this is a display of toxic masculinity? Me, myself, personally, I would say no, because, like I said, a man's gonna do what a man's gonna do, and ain't a damn thing that no one can change that. Like, a man's mama can't even change him into thinking differently half the time. If it's putting shame on the family and stuff like that, then maybe so, that's when. But as far as a man wanting to do whatever the fuck he wants, he's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. Call it toxic masculinity if you want, because he's out here married and dating another woman. Call it what you want. It's here. It's been here. Like, not all men cheat, and not all men want to think about cheating, but it's some men out there that get power and get certain responsibility to where not only does he want one woman, he wants several women, or another woman, like a side chick or whatever. Like, I have my wife, I have my girlfriend, I have my mistress. Every woman serves a purpose. And you can call it toxic masculinity if you want, but it's been happening since the ancient times. All kings have had mistresses and girlfriends. next to his queen. So are we gonna try to change the course of history and change certain things about history books that we learned even as children, that this shit doesn't happen? Because I don't understand. It's been a lot of speculation and people getting upset at shit that's been going on with these two or these three. And they don't have a clear understanding of what the fuck's going on. Because we're all, like I said, like I've been saying this whole episode, we've been speculating about what the fuck happened. Maybe him and Lela are on separation, or maybe they're not seeing each other, and maybe they have an arrangement to where, you know, when certain things happen with the kids, he comes to see the kids and shit like that. Maybe that's the thing, and maybe he thought, or maybe he even asked, "Would you be mad if I dated Nicole?" And maybe she was like, "Well, no, I'm not. She's a close friend. We've known her for years. We know what she's about. We know she's not messy. So go ahead. I don't mind." So if that's the case, why are we getting so up in arms about some shit that we don't even know about? That's today's episode. Like always, everybody, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you can get a notification. And whenever a new video happens, please share this to somebody on your social media pages, please. You know, any support is cool. Also, like I said, I'm on social media, so please follow me on Facebook at Marcus Speaks. Follow me on Instagram at Marcus Speaks Podcasting, and follow me on Twitter at Marcus Speaks Podcasting also. So again, I'm gonna pull up all of my social media pages so I can get my names. Well, I know my names, but I'm just saying, just for y'all to get there or whatever. So on Instagram, it is marcus.speaks.podcast. So get there. That's on Instagram. On Facebook, it's Marcus Speaks, 2 words. And on on Twitter, I'm waiting for the page to load. But on Twitter, I think it's Marcus Speaks Podcast, and probably all one word. All right, it's 3 words. Capital M, and then ARCUS, and then capital SPEAKS, and then capital PODCAST podcast. So Marcus space Speaks space podcast. So yeah, hit me up on my social medias. If you have something that you want me to talk about, I'll talk about it. I'll try to figure out a way to talk about it. And yeah, if you want to be on the podcast also, just hit me up on either direct messages or something like that, and we'll figure out a time that's best for you, and we can do the podcast on something you want to talk about. And I can just, if you just want to sit, try to see what's up with the podcast, if you want to do the podcast yourself, I can sit back, have you talk, and I chime in a little bit. It don't matter, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is the end of this podcast. Please, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon, follow me on social media. I want to end this with a quote. So what quote can I give? never mind. I ain't gonna end this with a quote. I'll see y'all next episode. Thank you for tuning in.